Hello everybody, this is part 2 of modeling a conceptual casing. In part 1, I created this form. And assuming that I'm not satisfied with the size, I want it to be scaled to a new size. I want to demonstrate how this can be done fairly accurately. For example, let's say now this overall length is to be 90 mm instead. What I can do is I can use the orient command, which I'm going to demonstrate now. Okay, before I do that, I need to type offset and then establish the new length, which is 90. Click on this, okay, extend to 90. And then make sure that this part is intersected. I can use the orient command. Select object orient will be this. Enter. Oh, before I do any of this, you need to click the scale and set it to 3D. Okay, and now we can go back to the first reference point and establish it as this. And the second reference point, let's establish it as this. And then you ask for the target point. 1 will be this. And then target point 2 will be our new location here. Okay, make sure that the object snap, the intersect is turned on so you can snap here accurately. Yeah, so we have upscaled this to its new dimension. So now we can continue to build the rest of the form, which is to create the clear portion over here. And I reckon that there's a region that I need to cut away, which is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the top view and then decide on the edge that the cut portion will be. Okay, so let's just select. Okay, this is not the curve I want, so I think it's better that I do it in this view. So this is the curve I want. I'm going to mirror this to the other side. Now let's join these two curves. And I'm going to offset this inwards to establish the edge of the clear portion. Okay. And I'm going to use the offset command and maybe scale inwards by 1.6. Okay, so this is the new curve. And as you can see, it's like made out of too much control points. Let's reduce it by using the rebuild curve non-uniform. So now it's like less points, and let's project this onto the top surface so that we can ascertain how you look like the edge, how the edge will look like. Okay, so I'm going to click the project, then select this as a surface to project to. Okay, so okay, this will be the edge. Thing looks quite fine to me. So what I'm going to do is going to cut away this portion here using the trim. So cutting object is this, object trim is this. Okay, so this will move, and let's just hide the rest. As mentioned previously, this is going to be a conceptual design, and accuracy in terms of dimension is not my concern for the time being. So the top portion will be created in a visual manner. Okay, I will use my own aesthetic sense to create the top portion. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to like create the cross section. There's the part that they have to go downwards. Okay, so and you need a sweep shape. Okay, so I'm going to use this, snap to the end. Maybe something like that. And I'm going to like sweep this, but before that, let's just create a curve and make it cleaner by using the rebuild curve non-uniform. So firstly, let's duplicate this edge and join. Turn on control points. Ooh, just too much control points, right? So let's rebuild the curve non-uniform. Okay, so we got a nice and cleaner curve. Okay, so now what we'll do is going to use this for our new sweep one rail. So sweep shape this, something like that will do. So let's join these two together. Okay, and I need to cover this portion here. And I reckon I can quickly do so by using the patch command. I'm going to use the patch. Okay, now let's join all these together and see whether we can get a solid out of this. Oh, great. Close poly surface. Okay, so now what I'll do is to attempt to cut this into two halves and then create like a even wall thickness through shelling. Okay, so to cut this into two halves, I will need to have the initial construction line over here. So I'm going to do is unhide everything, find this line. Okay, this is the line that I need, or rather this curve. Extend this. Right mouse click, align to object, click on this, extend it, do the same for this portion as well, extend it, and then extrude surface from this curve, something like that. Okay, something like that. However, I will want to leave a tiny gap between these two halves, and I reckon I can do so by offsetting a very tiny distance upwards, and similarly one downwards to create two surfaces which I can use to split this main object. So I'm going to do is to type the offset surface, select this, and then let's give a tiny distance, so let's say 0.1. Make sure solid is no. Okay, so I got one tiny one. Let's flip upwards and let's repeat this, but now let's flip it downwards. Okay, I don't need this. So these two surfaces will be used to cut this thing, which I can do so by using the boolean split. Select this as the object to be splitted, these two as the cutting surface. Okay, I don't need this now, I don't need this now, and this is the portion that we don't need. Yeah. Now you can see that we got two objects made solid through the cut. And now what you do is to shell them. Okay, let's just shell the bottom one first. Okay, shell, let's give it a thickness of 1.2, let's say. Select this face to be removed, enter. Oh, great. So we got this, and let's do the same for the top. Okay, I reckon the top will not be as easy. Shell 1.2, select this, the one of the face to be removed, and this as well, enter. Shell result is not solid. Okay, let's check what happened by going to analyze edge to show edge. Okay, so the naked edge can be seen is this, so there is missing surface over here and we need to create ourselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the missing surface myself. Let's use the duplicate edge. Let's repeat it again. I'm going to join this. Then let's review these two. I think this looks fine to me. What about this? Oh, let's review this. Let's cut these two into half by using a rectangular plane. My favorite tool for cutting things into two equal halves. Okay, it's this plane here. Use the split. Select object to split is this and this. Enter. Cutting object is this. Enter. Don't need this anymore. Now I can see split it into two halves. Okay, and then let's just create the cross section for our sweep shape. For some reason, not able to find the other side. Join this to this, and again this, this. Okay. Then let's do the sweep to rail. First rail, second. Oh, something is wrong. To rail. Close sweep. Okay, something like that. Now let's see whether we can make this into a solid now by taking the joint. Join this to this. Great, here's a volume, so it's a solid. Okay, so this part is done, and now I need to create the top portion. Let's just hide these curves. I reckon the top portion, I want to start from here. Let's turn on the mid. Okay, go to curve object, extract curve. Snap to. Okay, it's not able to find the mid. So what I'll do is, I don't know, for some reason not able to find any snap when I'm in the shaded mode. So what I'm going to do is let's just manually find the midpoint and then do the extract curve from here. Okay, something like that. Okay, I need to split this into two halves. Use my favorite tool again, the rectangular plane. Object to split will be, you can see over here, this curve. I think object will be this. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Okay, split it into half. Okay, so to make it easier for you to see, I can put a point. If for some reason I cannot do it in this way, let's create the top profile. I'm going to use this and use the point, snap to point. Be something like that. Let's do a loft. One, two, three. And let's offset the thickness downwards. Set solid to yes, and thickness of 1.2. Flip downwards. Okay, so we got this shape. And I want to make it a bit more realistic by having it nicely integrated with this main body, and I reckon I can do so by doing some kind of Boolean difference. As I mentioned previously, accuracy is not the emphasis here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this slightly bigger so that when I do my Boolean difference, it's less prone to having errors. Okay, so let's just scale this slightly bigger. I'm holding a shift key. Maybe 1.005, slightly bigger. And let me copy this first. Okay, I'm going to use this as a cutting object for this. Okay, Boolean difference. Select this to be cut by this. Okay, yeah, we got this portion here. And then let's paste back the form. So we got this, and we got the bottom part. Okay, so this is our overall form. We left only with one last thing to do, which is to create the nice fillet of blend edge over here. And let's do it now. Because this is a solid, we can use the solid fillet of blend. So let's just use the blend because you will have a nicer transition. Let's set it to 1.5 and see how. Oh, I've got a feeling that 1.5 might fail. Let's try. Yeah, 1.5 didn't work. Let's just give it a smaller value. Maybe 1.2. Great, it works now. So with that, I come to the end of this demo. Hope it has been useful. See you. Bye.